minutes to move to the north side. It's not really that far. It's just a little bit tedious to put stuff up and move. But we're over here. I really wish I could zoom in with my camera. I just.
Number 1, runway 1 on the right, clear to land. Number 1 on the right, clear to land, straight down. Kelly 18, if I didn't do it, turn right, heading 230, contact close departure.
I'm really hoping that. Sure enough, that Carbon Cub bailed on me now. He's not practicing anymore. I think he's done doing his little touch and goes. So now I won't get to see him. But I did capture some interesting stuff. Here's this Spartan coming in. That's the only thing I like about this runway, this north side of the airport. We got this view a little closer to 19er left. And this is where a lot of the short approaches take place when they're practicing them. So, but yeah, sure enough, that Carbon Cub is not going to. It's not flying anymore. That's just. That's just. Well, unfortunate, but it's okay. Let's see who else shows up. We have a lot of trainers on the run-up area, which we cannot see from here. There is a spot on the north side, on the west side of the airport that I could park at, and sometimes I do. But it's not officially a spot that you can park at, and I'm afraid one day I'm going to be told not to park. And I don't want to push those chances and lose that opportunity, but every now and then when I really just want to see a specific airplane, I'll go to that north side and park on that piece of concrete. But it's really not an official spot, so I'm worried about. I'm worried about upsetting somebody. That spot is owned by this building there. It's a sport complex. It's an indoor soccer complex. It's usually closed or nobody's there, but still, like. They got cameras, and if I'm ever caught, parked in there unofficially, they do have a. Well, hello everybody. DJ Caldwell, hello. Abigail, hello. Yay 422, hello, welcome. Hit that like button so I can get the algorithm to push us for more people to join us. Yeah, that Carbon Cub that was practicing earlier, of course, once I moved to this side of the airport, it's no longer practicing. For what it's worth, there goes a Cybertruck.
Turn right heading 230, contact close departure.
Thank you, Mr. DJ Caldwell, for your subscription. We do, if you have the ability to check the radar, go check Riverside Airport Romeo Victor Sierra. There's a ton of aircraft on the practice areas all around the airport. So I do know for a fact we're going to be seeing a lot of those guys come back to the airport soon. But for now, we do have several people, several guys doing some pattern. Caldwell, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Riverside Airport. That is Romeo Victor Sierra.
Juliet negative, left downwind. Midfield left downwind from runway 19 left.
Here comes an Archer.
Left downwind for 98 Juliet.
Awesome. I can't tell if some of these guys are waving or giving me the finger. But there I have caught some of them waving. This is Oklahoma. Tulsa, Oklahoma. A little nothing town, but this happens to be a very busy airport.
East side, enter the midfield right down from runway 19 right.
Busiest airport in Oklahoma, mainly because of the training aircraft. But a lot of people think that this is Riverside, California. I wish. No, we're not.
45, turn right at 31, hold short, runway 19 right, man.
In Riverside, Oklahoma.
Hold short 19 right.
That's just the name of the airport, Riverside Airport. And here comes an Archer. We're gonna fly above us, approaching runway 19 left.
521 kilo. I have you following a Cessna about 2 miles north of you, 2,400. Good turn, 20 degrees left. 20 degrees left.
There they go.
51 landing number 2, following a Cessna short final, runway 19 right, clear to land. Number 2, short final for 19 right, clear to land. Cessna 51 landing.
I think that is the Carbon Cub over there. The Carbon Cub that I thought had left us. No, never mind. That's just DJ. All right. I'll call you DJ. I thought that was the Carbon Cub. That's a 172 landing on 19 right. He did a really nice approach when I first started the live, and he did it on runway 19 left. So I got video of that on my other camera.
Flight design 91 has a plane inside to my 12 o'clock same altitude. If you don't want to look for. For 921 kilo, you're 12 o'clock about a mile and a half now, 2,500 Cessna. Yes, that's right. I got the flight 910. For 21 kilo, Roger, follow them for the right down, rolling 19 right. Follow them for the right down, 19 right, 91 kilo.
Would you guys prefer that I turn the ATC down or off? I don't know if some of you may not like it, but I play it in the background so you can see how busy this airport really is. At least in terms of Oklahoma traffic, it is a busy airport. Okay, I'll turn it down. Let me see if I can do that. All right, I turned that down slightly. There it is. But I don't know how much you can hear me. I don't know if I just turned down my volume or the volume of ATC. But here comes that Cessna 170 dude doing quite of a slightly fast approach. They're landing on runway 19 right. And that Cessna belongs to the training school I take flight lessons at. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you could hear me. I've flown that Cessna once, and the fee was a little higher than I could afford, so I'd never rented it again, but it's a nice Cessna. We have an Archer right there on the west side of the airport. And we have another Archer making an approach. A lot of these guys are coming back to the airport. So they've done their training, and now they're coming back.
Where are you going?
So
I thought I was going to 19 left.
Here they go.
19 left is to the north, not to the south. Go northbound.
Nice.
I'm so sorry.
Not a lot of short approaches. Hello there, whoever's joined the chat, the live. If you can hit that like button, it'll allow YouTube to tell more people we're live this afternoon. This awesome, warm, calm afternoon in Oklahoma. There we go. Here comes another. Says another. Going to the 19er right runway. Also belongs to the school I take lessons at. There. Cessna 172, in my opinion, is one of the nicest trainer aircraft ever built. Very docile, very forgiving. But it also teaches you at least the fundamental skills, the fundamentals to have a good foundation for training in future aircraft. It really fulfills that need in the most complete way, in my opinion. I know there's people who love the Cirrus. I've never flown in a Cirrus. They're just overpriced, low wing. I can't say much about it other than it's just they're overpriced, and the schools that are here with it, you know, they charge you a good buck to rent that airplane, and really I don't feel like I'm lacking anything on the Cessna 172. And I could say the same thing about the Piper Cherokee. I've taken a couple of lessons on a Cherokee before, but you know, I can't really say much about it other than okay. So we got us a wild one over here. This airplane making a shallow approach onto runway 19er left. Here comes the low approach. I believe that's a Piper. Yep. No, yeah, it is. It is a Piper Cherokee. Nice. Piper Cherokee. Can you guys hear the run-up? There goes a twin engine on the other side of the airport taking off. Here is an Archer on this side of the airport, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be staying in the pattern. But yeah, this is where it starts to pick up. I noticed some of these guys are coming back to the airport. Chuck, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us and stopping by. Here comes another Archer, Piper Archer Spartan, landing on runway 19er left. No, he did not wave. That's okay. He's focused. Now, what's interesting when you're landing, you know, they seem to be going real fast from our perspective, but when you're inside the airplane, it feels like you're dragging. It feels like you're moving slow onto the runway. Unless, of course, it's windy and you're doing a faster than usual approach. You feel like you're going a little faster, but to me, on that Cessna 172 I train on, it feels really slow as you're approaching the runways. You almost feel like you got to speed up. And I often catch myself speeding up when I should be slowing down. So,
19, turn right at Juliet. Cross only 19 right at Juliet, contact around the other side.
Here we go. There's a Cessna. Actually, no, that's a, oh gosh, I forget the name of this aircraft, but they're really small trainer aircraft. Kind of popular on the training world. They look a little funny. When you see it, you'll know which one I'm talking about, but here it is. They are the can you tell? They're a little high on the approach, but they are a CTLS, kind of goofy looking. They're nice, but man, when it's windy, those little airplanes get blown real easy. They look like they're a very light aircraft, but no doubt a good aircraft to be training on. I just don't really have much to say about them other than they're kind of funny looking. Dang it, I really regret missing that carbon cub that we had here earlier doing some pattern work. And they were flying so low on the approach that if I had been up here in time, I would have captured some nice views. Unfortunately, when I made it up here, it was too late. But those joining us, please don't forget to hit that like so we can get our stream out there for others to join us. Here goes a twin engine Spartan. They're gonna do their little run. Here comes an Archer right above us. Awesome guy. Yeah. Nice. He looks like he's right on the approach. He's going to hit those 1,000-foot markers right on the money. Awesome. Yep. There's not a lot of executive aircraft movement right now, at least that I can see in radar. But I know that at some point, if I wait long enough, we're gonna have a couple of Learjets and Citation sobering approaching. But as of right now, good morning from Hawaii and aloha, Robert. Welcome. This is Oklahoma, and it is about to turn 5 o'clock. So, good morning to you. We're already Friday afternoon, so our workday has ended. Yep. If anybody's gonna fly and is watching the stream, just give us a holler on the radio so we can all hear it. or anybody from the tower. I doubt that they would, but so we have an Archer and we have a Cessna 172 still not in view of this my camera, but they are on short approach. Here comes the Archer right above us. The airport right now is supporting simultaneous approaches. Here's a King Air. I think they're coming over the runway and they're going to be making an approach pretty soon on this side. On runway 19 right. There goes the Cessna 172 starting to line up. Yep, 172, and they are owned by, actually, yeah, it's a Cessna 172 owned by Spartan. We have some birds flying low on the approach, and I think that's why the Cessna up there is staying high on the approach. It's hard to pick up from my camera, but there are birds right there, and here comes the Cessna.
31, absolutely no delay. Fire away, heading runway 19 right, clear for takeoff. Traffic over, correction inside of mile final.
Losing altitude rapidly.
6036, runway 19 right, clear for the offset.
That's another school. I'm not sure the name of the school, but that's another trainer aircraft, one Cessna 150 that just landed. And then this Cessna 172 is from another school. So besides Spartan, I believe there's another 3 or 4 schools housed in this airport. But they're Part 91, and I believe Spartan is Part 141 or 121. Anyone can, hey, Robert, 12 p.m., okay. So you're almost halfway through your day if you're working. That's awesome. Hawaii on my wish list. One of these days, I'd love to come and visit Hawaii. I knew that. I learned that you pronounce it Hawaii, not Hawaii. That's the American way. Hawaii.
17, no delay, cross only 19 right at Julia.
Mahalo? I think that's derogatory for a white person, I believe. Or mahalo. Man, I'm not even going to try to go there. But we have simultaneous approaches coming in once again. You can hear the chatter in the ATC. Would you like me to turn it up? I can turn up the ATC. Here he comes in view, and again those birds are flying kind of low over this power line. It's just hard to pick up with my camera. But the Piper Archer is coming right above them and then rapidly losing altitude to stay on the glide slope. I don't know if it's because of the birds or they're just adjusting for the glide slope. But 2 active volcanoes in Hawaii. Yep.
Runway 19 right, line up away, traffic King Air, 4 mile final.
Yeah, volcanoes. Every state has something. Here in Oklahoma, we have a lot of wind and tornadoes. Other states have earthquakes. It's just the weather patterns in every state have their uniqueness. And Hawaii, you guys don't have any hurricanes there, but you do have volcanoes. Here's once again simultaneous departures. We have a Cessna 150 and a Piper Archer on the go.
24, Riverside Tower to midfield right down, runway 19 right, I will call your base.
And the wind is so calm that I can honestly say this is a perfect day to be flying. Okay, here comes a King Air. I'm going to try to capture that one with my good camera.
Riverside Tower, Skelly 16, north of Bixby, coming in for a full stop with information Alpha.
I don't know. I think he's lining up for runway 19er the right. Obviously, it's the longest runway. But that doesn't mean they cannot land on the left runway. It's just shorter. Okay, here comes that King Air. I can't tell the model of the King Air, but it is I think it's a 350. Sweet. If that thing had landed on this side of the runway of the airport, that would have been a sweet, loud noise. Those engines are loudly, beautifully loud, I should say.
Riverside, this is North American 66 Whiskey Papa. Let's see, I'm 6 miles to the east inbound. Zulu.
That's 551, extend up and I'll call you crossing.
Extend up, 655.
If you can hear the chatter and the ATC.
66 Whiskey Papa, Riverside Tower starts reducing your speed. Abbey number 2, calling an Archer in the downwind.
You can tell that it's busy. And then any day you come to this airport, any time of the day, minus obviously the late hours of the night.
I mean, it'd be cool, but if it's better for you, I'll do that.
Yeah, you hear that? John Picard in Wing 787. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. This is Riverside Airport in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's not to be confused with Riverside, California. As soon as I said Oklahoma, a lot of people left the chat, the live stream. That's all right. That's all right. Here comes a Cessna 150 right above us. They'll come into view in my camera in a little bit. Here they are. Gosh, this camera's horrible. Here comes the Cessna 172, actually. That's also from the training school. Oh, I see what's coming up here. There's a yellow aircraft coming. That's a nice looking airplane. And we're going to get to see him pretty close. So, there goes the fellas from Titan. The Fuse. Yeah, I recognize those guys from when we fuel our aircraft at the school I train at. But here we have simultaneous approaches. There's a Piper Archer and there's another Archer over here. And I hope the 172 gets out of the way before he calls the go around. And he's just losing altitude to get on the glide slope. Yeah, he made it. Sometimes you have earthquakes and hurricanes in Hawaii. Never heard of a hurricane in Hawaii. Or maybe we don't hear about them this far into the U.S. But I thought that was a Florida thing. So here's what we got. We got us a jet making an approach. That's for runway 19er right. They're kind of low on the glide slope. And then this other yellow aircraft that I missed what type it is. It's on the go. He's not landing. He's going around.
North American 6 with top off.
So let us watch this jet. That's a Sovereign, or XL. That's an XL. My bad.
And Tower 540.
Nice.
We'd like to exit the area at this time to the southwest.
I can't tell what this guy is. Can you see? He's gonna.
Connected departure, Papa 36.
Oh, sweet! Look at that. Ah, dang it! I wish this camera could capture better what's going on. But he's making a 360 turn and then losing altitude like crazy. He's just lowering his landing gear.
Number one, North American 666.
Oh man, I gotta capture that with my other camera. Mushroom Man, welcome. Let's see if you guys can guess what aircraft this is. He's gonna be coming into view soon. There he comes. He's doing a short approach. If I lose you,
you're gonna follow Archer about 2 miles to the southwest Rossland.
it's because I'm trying to capture it with my good camera,
Just like due westbound, kind of towards the power plant.
and I can't see him. Where are you?
Half by 1 turn base, 1 hour left, 50 out.
Oh Lord. Here it is. Can you guys tell what that is?
Number 1 on the right.
Oh yeah.
1 on the right.
I know what that is. That's a North America. North America. I didn't get to capture it with my camera. The glare was so bad I couldn't see it. But I think he's just landing and parking. I don't think he's doing any practice runs around here. If they are, then I'm gonna put the live chat on the side a little bit. The live stream, I mean. And try to capture it a little bit better with my other camera. Here comes an Archer coming to the east side of the airport. Keep giving me that thumbs up so our live stream can get propagated on the YouTube algorithms. So we have more people joining our live stream.
Just continue holding there. Go ahead and contact tower on 119.2. They'll be waiting for you. Hold your contact tower 119.2. Thank you.
Yeah, they left the runway. So they're just parking. They're parking. We got another 2 simultaneous approaches. I believe we have an Archer and a Cessna 172. And the pattern, the patterns are getting filled with aircraft trying to come in. So here comes the 172, I believe. No, the 150. Here's the Cessna 150. And there's a Piper Archer over there waiting their turn to line up and wait. And here's the other one. Nice. Welcome everyone that joined the live stream. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Airport, Riverside Airport, Romeo Victor Sierra. Busiest airport in Oklahoma. Partly in part because of the schools, not necessarily because of transient aircraft. There's a lot of executive aircraft, but not anywhere near the training schools that make up for all that traffic reported. These guys are buzzing around all day long, even into the night hours. Yesterday I couldn't come to the airport, and I almost did a live, but I almost wanted to because it got real interesting in the air traffic controllers. Also, next time I do a live, I'm gonna go to Tulsa International because we have a pilot up there, or not a pilot, an air traffic controller that talks like McConaughey, the actor. If you can never listen to the air traffic controller in the afternoon session, in the afternoon, the air traffic controller sounds like Matthew McConaughey. There's the Archer making a shallower approach. Yeah, there's a little bitty airplane. I think that's an RV-4. Oh, he's not gonna make it. Watch this guy. He's gonna have to go around. Unless this guy picks up quick. Okay, he's up. He'll be able to land. That was close. That's a Piper Seminole that just landed right behind that little other RV-4 that just took off. Yeah, it gets that busy in here. You get to a point where you see the radar aircraft on final having to do a 360 to make spacing because it gets so compacted on final. We have another simultaneous approaches. 2 Piper Archers from the same school. Here they come. This one making a nice 3-degree approach on the slope. Nice. And then following behind it, there's another Piper Archer. There he goes. Yeah. Then we have a really shallow approach on a Piper Archer, which is where the birds were flying earlier. He's just maintaining a shallow approach. There we go. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Yeah. Thank you for giving us a thumbs up on the live stream. That helps the algorithm for YouTube to promote our live stream. So if you don't mind, it's free. You can like this live stream for free. If you don't mind helping us out, getting our live stream to more aviation enthusiasts who like to be on airplane mode this beautiful Friday afternoon. It couldn't be any more perfect weather than right now. Sunny skies. The wind is calm. And we just have a ton of aircraft flying around, waiting to come back into Tulsa, or to the airport, I mean. There's 2 guys lining up right behind the other. There's a Piper Archer and the other one lining up right behind it. If anybody knows how many aircraft are in Spartan College, how many Archers or aircraft they have in total in their fleet. I've tried to research, try to search for that, and I get very different answers. But I've heard some guys from the school I go to that they may have up to 70 aircraft And that includes, in the majority, is Piper Archers, a couple of Piper Warriors, Cessna 150s, and also Piper Seminole. They have quite a few Piper Seminoles, but the majority are the Archer.
Runway heading, runway 1 and right clear, take off.
And here again we have another Archer approaching nicely on the glide slope. Beautiful. Oh, there is the Cardinal. Beautiful red Cardinal. Let me see if I can capture that with my good camera, because I love the Cardinal. Let me see if I can get a nicer view. There he goes. I might post that later.
Tango fly, runway heading, runway 1 and right clear for takeoff. Runway heading, clear for takeoff. Our course heading is going to be 100 eventually.
I try to capture that Cardinal 2 days ago, and I didn't get a nice view from it.
Runway 1 and right clear to land. Whatever, like the man, 75.
There we go. I'm content with that. Let's see. We have a loud one coming.
Kilo 11, turn right heading 230, contact full departure.
We have a loud airplane coming on the east side of the airport, but I can't tell what it is. But I think it's a helicopter flying to some of the hospitals. No, that's actually a Seminole, Piper Seminole, making an approach on the east side of the airport. So it appears to be a Seminole. I'm not 100% sure. Jack Monda, hello sir. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I believe it's a Seminole from one of the schools, not Spartan. There's another Seminole used by another school for training, and I believe that's them. They're making a nice approach, sort of in the glide slope, a little bit under the glide slope. But they're going to come into view real shortly in our camera. There he is. There they go. Oh no, that is Spartan. Okay. Nicely done, sir. Gosh, if I could zoom in so we can actually see the touchdown. Those wheels touching down. But that's all right. I'm content with this. Now, if we were on the south side of the airport like we were earlier, we would be able to see the runway, the touchdown zone, a whole lot better than we would here, because I'm low to the ground on this side of the airport, and if I step off from the spot I'm in, we cannot see anything. If I just walk around here, the runway, it no longer is in view. So that's kind of why I don't like this side of the airport. Here comes the Cessna 150 from Spartan on the go, going around. Maybe that Piper Seminole did not get off in time. But that's how busy it gets here in this airport. It's gotten to a point where this airport is insanely busy. Now, I know you guys, most of you don't mind the vertical, but some of you don't like the vertical view, but that's just what YouTube likes to feature more rather than the horizontal view. Now, I personally don't care for this vertical, but That's just what I got. We got several aircraft on approach now. Some on the right side, some on the left. I think I'm gonna be here for another 10 minutes and I'm gonna wrap it up. I could make an exception. If we make it to 30 likes, 30, I may stick around for another 30 minutes. Or until the battery of my cell phone runs out. Here comes a Piper Cherokee, Archer, making approach. Nicely done, nicely done. We didn't get a thumbs up, that's okay. He's got his hands busy. There goes the XL. Hard to tell from here, but there's an XL taxiing the runway 19er right. Haven't looked and see where they're going. Let me see real quick.
40% tower, intermittent right down 19er right.
Right down 19er right.
Let's see, where are they going? It doesn't say, so they're not in the radar. They're not in the FlightAware app. Yep. We don't have that much executive, at least today, moving around. So, I don't know what's up with that. We're usually busy with that kind of traffic.
Riverside Tower, Station 855 Sierra Charlie, IFR, holding short runway 19er right, Alpha 6. Station 855 Sierra Charlie, Riverside Tower, fly, runway heading, runway 19er right, clear for takeoff.
He's going to hold short on the runway until the aircraft that just landed clears the runway. But here they are. They're nicely lining up with their lights on and everything. And they've been cleared to takeoff. Now, nice. So we have that simultaneous use of the runways, which makes this airport very dynamic when it comes to its operations. And the air traffic controllers are a gem at this airport. They behave like they are at JFK. If you're ever bored and like to hear some class ATC communications, just tune in to Riverside Airport, RVS, Romeo Victor Sierra, and you'll get a nice taste of what these controllers are capable of. And I think it's exceptional because they're not talking to experienced airline pilots. They're talking to students. Okay. Here comes Cessna 172 150 rapidly losing altitude to stay in the glide slope. Oh yeah, they're high, but they're going to make it. They're losing that altitude rapidly. Yeah, so as I was saying, the ATC is, they went around too high, went around, okay. The ATC is, they do masterfully when it comes to talking to students, talking to guys that are shy in the radios. And they just keep everybody in line, very professional, not condescending to students, which is such a nice thing when they do that to you, because it puts you at ease. You're already nervous trying to fly an airplane, and the last thing you need is somebody condescendingly giving you instructions as if you were already an airline pilot. That's just not cool. But these guys, not only do they have to deal with a lot of aircraft, but they also do so in a way that make the student and everybody else really around feel safe and feel like they can use the airspace and not have to feel nervous more than the necessary. So we have Piper Seminole and an Archer. The Archer is coming into view now. This Archer, again from Spartan. I've lost count how many are in the air. And there's another Spartan, but this is a Seminole. Kind of a fast approach. At least it feels from this distance that their approach is a little fast. And they're trying to lose that speed. They're landing way past the touchdown zone. Almost halfway down the runway. But that's what training is for. Training is allows you to get comfortable with the aircraft. It allows you to make those mistakes, if you want to call them mistakes, so that when you get into the real world, the professional world, you already know how to manage the energy from the aircraft and how to do it in a safely way. That's really what training is about. It's not about becoming perfect. It's not about doing things with no mistakes. It's about knowing how to do what to do when you make those mistakes, how to correct yourself, how to keep yourself from losing your cool and flying a metal bird with people strapped to it, and they're relying on you to keep them safe. Here goes the TLS. It's just funny looking aircraft. They're clear for takeoff. I certainly appreciate you giving me a like during this live stream. It really helps the algorithm to tell others to join us. So if you can give me one of your likes, it's free. Whoa! That was awesome. So they stayed on ground effect and then pulled up. Really nice. They got up to 300 to 400 feet in seconds. Here comes that 150 that went around twice. Now they're right nicely on the pattern. Nicely on the slope, I mean.
26, turn base. Heading base, 26. System 13600, Foxtrot, set tower, Runway heading 19 for takeoff, traffic director, right base.
And somebody got clear for takeoff. Let's see who we got. Okay, that's a Cessna 172. That's joining the runway.
61 Golf Riverside Tower, runway 1 and right, continue currently number 2, following an Archer. Alright,
and we have an Archer lining up for runway 19 or right.
And I got you now leaving the 1,600 feet, of course, that's going to Archer.
I love that white and red color of their paint scheme. Spartan.
Southeastbound towards Okmulgee. Give me a right turn heading 230. 230,
That CTLS. Oh gosh, I wonder what that. I think that stands for CTLS. Stands for. Let me see. I'm looking to see who they are. That is a flight design. Flight design, I think. They are from Norman, Oklahoma. There's a little airport south of Oklahoma City, and they are from that part of the state. Here comes two aircraft. One is moving a little fast. They're going from 190 right. I can't tell who or what they are. That sounds like a oh, that's a Baron. That's a Baron. Yeah, it is a Baron. That's a Baron 58. It's loud. And then we have the Archer. So, thank you for that like, whoever that was. Don't be shy and drop a comment telling us what you're doing and where you're from, because I'm pretty sure some of you joined us from a lot of parts of the U.S. or possibly the world. Don't be shy. We have 3 more minutes on the live stream. We're going to wrap it up because it's been almost an hour, way past the planned time that I had originally wanted to be out here. But the afternoon is so beautiful that it made it all worth it. It's almost slightly warm. I'm slightly sweating, so it's a little bit warm, but it is enjoyable. It's not hot at all. It's just that it's warm, but it's a nice warm temperature. I believe we're in the mid 70s, upper 70s in the area. So I know that flight design airplane is coming around. I would like to capture them at least right before I end the live stream. There's an Archer waiting for the aircraft that just took off to get out of the way, and then they're gonna follow with their takeoff. And I think that flight design is coming this way. I hope they make that low approach that they like to do, because it looks really cool when they come real low to on the final approach. I don't know if you can tell on the camera yet, but they are almost in view. They got their bright light in the front. Their landing light is on. There they come. There they are. Oh no, that's the Cessna 150. This is the 3rd time that 150s tricked me into thinking they are a different aircraft. But it's not. It's the Cessna 150. They should be coming around anytime now. Unless they took off and left to fly back to Norman. I'm not sure. I don't see them in the pattern. Let me see in the radar. Oh yeah, they left. They are at 4,500 feet, flying southwest. And they're almost 10 miles away from us now and still climbing, so they're not coming back.
43, turn right, heading 220, connect.
Here comes the Cessna 150, I want to say. There's again low, birds flying low. So, birds are like right in there. And it's kind of where the glide slope comes in. So these guys are staying a little high. There's that 150 right there, and there's that 172 right here. This is the 172. A little fast. But not too bad. Nicely done. Yeah, easily. The Cessna, you can be fast slightly. Oops, that was a big bounce. Yeah, I knew they were coming fast. I could tell they were fast. But yeah, it's very forgiving. You can easily slow down and correct for speed in that 172. But it appears that this guy misjudged his flare. He misjudged his flare and bounced at least 10 feet up in the air after touching down. That was a pretty uncomfortable bounce. I've heard of people who've done that before, and on their necks, on their touch, when they bounce and touch down again, if they get too slow, they've lost their landing gear, broken the landing gear, just from miscalculating that bounce and losing that speed.
2,200 overfly the field. We're doing left downwind.
I just couldn't capture it on this camera. It's just too far. And my camera won't zoom in, so we could have appreciated that bounce a little bit closer. But I think we've come to an end. If I get 2 more likes, 2 more, I will stay 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. I think that's as much as far as my battery can extend before blowing up my phone. But if we get 2 more likes, I will stay 10 more minutes. If not, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I've already stayed out here an hour and a half longer than I had originally planned. Well, there somebody dropped a like there. 1 more like. I'm staying here 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. We got aircraft on their way here. Most of them are Spartan aircraft, already making their way to our airport.
Tower, this is going 9. Inbound, we're requesting a couple laps of the pattern. Roger, intermit right down on 1 right. I'm sorry, base.
1 more like, and we'll see another 10 more minutes of approaches and takeoffs. 1 more like, and I think I can stay another 10 minutes. If my wife is listening to this, she's probably going to be upset with me for staying out here this long, but the day's still pretty long. We got how many fingers? Let's see. We got 4.5 fingers of light. So I think we got a lot of daylight left on this Friday that I think we can make that happen. Just 1 more like, and I'll stay out here 10 more minutes. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to start counting down. 10 seconds. If that extra like doesn't show up, we're gonna have to call it an afternoon until next Friday. You guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by and joining our live stream. I'm sorry we didn't get more exciting aircraft, but what we did get is on the other live stream I initially started when I was on the south side of the airport. There were some nice aircraft that showed up. If you didn't get to see those, I got them on my other camera, so I'll be posting those for the weekend. But until next Friday, I'm going to try to do this every Friday. I'm going to have to wrap it up now. Thank you for joining the live stream, and you have a wonderful day, whatever you are in this world.